Okay, so there's night number two at Deer Creek. It was going to be kind of tough to top last night. I was a big fan of last night's show. So they were going to throw something at us here tonight. Well, look how they got started here with a proper Mike's Groove. That's a very strong way to start. Like I've said many times, they have a lot of great openers. It is disappointing when they start with something that's not a great opener. That was not the problem tonight. In fact, the whole Mike's Groove, you could kind of consider the opener really there. And maybe the strong point of the first set, really. I like a very Trey-centric first set, really. As you can see here, a character zero, one that he's just great on almost every time. Drift, one of his favorite songs, apparently. Maze, of course, it's a lot of Page, too, but then he gets in on it. Izabella down here, really, that just says a lot. That's Trey. And then Moses DeWitt, not too into the solo tonight. So after we get past the Mike's Groove, and the Mike's had the most jamming, I would say, like it more often than not does, I would say. Like you would expect, kind of had that hard part where it's just kind of mean. I will say when it kicked off, though, man, the crowd was not a 100% into it like I would expect for such a good opener there with the Mikes. So then we get down to character zero, kind of as they've done slightly a little bit now this year, hit and shuffle on the set list. While the songs kind of remain the same, placement a little different. That's the case with zero. Set it down here, over here, like, we've come used to. And, I will say, while it's not that big of a shift, I'm more to it. I'm more into it. Like, maybe we could be surprised. When it's down here or over here, you almost always know what you're going to get. And, it turns out it's still just character zero doing what character zero does. Drift While You're Sleeping right in the middle of the first set there. I know Trey really loves that song, and I'm sure it has its fans. I'm not really one of them. Then we get over here to Maze, a song that I am a fan of, however. How could you not be? It's just completely a burner once again. They're never going to, maybe take a slow, spacey, crazy route in this one, at least not too often. And, Page and Trey pretty much just getting things done there. And then, and Fishman as well on Maze. He kind of was picking it up at one point. And he was sort of the highlight. Not that he was some hack through all of this, but then, here comes Moses DeWitt. And then I just felt like, he just wasn't into it. It wasn't the laying on the stage thing. He just got right to the solo and right back to the drums. Not a lot of extra fun time. No shenanigans really associated with the appearance tonight. And then we get into Reba, the world's strongest Phish fan at the show tonight, finally getting a Reba in 30 plus shows. And then there was parts there like there, sometimes while the song overall can be good, there may be a section or two that's not great, a change here or there. And then once you get easing into the jam, that's really what we're here for on the Reba. And then there was also maybe even, I didn't know, a little bit off on the vocals, maybe just the timing to where at certain points they even maybe had to make a little eye contact to get things right. Nobody wanted to make eye contact with Mike. And probably the reason for the Mike, he comes out wearing the bright neon yellow, green, I guess it's a yellow, what is that neon color? Is that yellow, green? What is that? Green, I guess, or yellow. I don't even know. He was glowing in the dark, though, Mike was. He had to peel the top at one point, though. Reveal the lightning bolts. So, that's Mike Gordon for you. From ankle to neck, neon. And then we get over here to Chalk Dust Torture opening the set big. A lot of really back-to-back went big. It wasn't like a Chomp Dust into a big jam. And then the Chalk Dust never really had that moment where it was burning. Not a lot of wasted time, but kind of slow. Down goes the headphones. Down goes the headphones. It was a bit, it was cool, but it never really, never quite had that magical moment. Plasma perhaps did, though. The Chalk Dust, while it tried, like, maybe instead of having like never was really building to a big peak or anything like that, which is fine. Not every jam has to be that. We got that later on down here. And then, so yeah, I don't know. The Chalk Dust good, but I'll definitely want to listen to that one again because there was some there, like a lot of this was Trey-centric, really rock star Trey. So just some nice playing, really, in the Chalk Dust jam there. There parts that you could be fooled, like, is this a song? Are they teasing something here? No, it's just they're just kind of jamming on Chalk Dust. And then Plasma, a lot of the same thing. And then while it maybe did have it slowed it down a little more, but then there's a part where Mike just starts to play around with his toys, changes his tone into something really cool, then which gets Paige involved. But, getting Paige to be Like, oh wow, we could do stuff like that, huh? So the plasma jam, while the lengthwise didn't really match Chalk Dust Torture, I think I probably enjoyed it more. Let me get over here to Monsters, one of the new ones. I believe our only new one of the night, and yeah, maybe not the most complex song, but one I do actually like. Again, just a lot of Trey, really. That is pretty much all it is. It is certainly a Trey song. I like the vocals on it for a new song compared to a lot of the others. So I don't know. I don't know how popular that one is amongst people, but I kind of like it there. And then Crosseyed, really no jamming at all to be found in Crosseyed. Crosseyed really just taking us down in here to Guy Forget, which then, they played around with it for a few minutes. It's just more of like a fun novelty almost, really. And then no worries, you didn't get your Cross-Eyed Fest, but then we did get into a Fuego, really. And Fuego ending the set, doing the set ending Fuego dance, really. Then, like I said, if there wasn't a lot of building and peak and then like blowing up, that's what old Fuego is here for. And it certainly did that, ending the set. And then we get a rock and roll set ender, just a single encore tonight. A bit of a short, not a complaint at all. A second set that is just it felt like it was just a little over an hour. I don't have the exact time there, but I don't think it was much longer than an hour than just a single 8 to 10 minute encore. So all right, enough said. It's not like some of these sets that go on for nearly 90 minutes. It's always like a song too many. So while some people may have felt we could have got one more, I was like, nice job getting out of there. Let's do it. All right, so the only guy that roots for the show to end, less Phish. All right, boom. I thought it was like, I don't know how it was like, I'm a little, Fuego like having another big one. Plasma, I guess, is sticking around. I guess just some overall thoughts here. I wanted to see some a mix up of the covers, and we kind of have, although we got our regular here. All right, enough. Some, a lot of that one. Sometimes you just don't know. I guess that's it. Some nights it's like, I don't really like this. Some nights you're like, "Rah!" And other nights it's like, man, I liked it, man. All right, guys. Boom. Got some big ones left tomorrow, huh? And I'm sure some surprises. All right, boom, we're out of here.